anchoring this show that we have here. It's not a pain thing. It's actually the Ministry for Niger Delta Affairs. It's a presidential directive that we are trying to help them and support them in fulfilling. PINT got involved simply because we have a framework that has helped us to de-escalate security issues and conflict within the Niger Delta. And we offered to support and collaborate with them. The PINT will work to provide technical support to you all that are experts to be able to help to harness a good framework that the states governments can approve for the federal government to implement.
Peace is very essential for us to be able to achieve the development that we want to have in the Niger Delta region. As a matter of fact, no sector of, no part of Nigeria should be as developed as the Niger Delta region. No part. But there are so many things related against this.
We're here today to get inaugurated to become members of the technical working group for the Niger Delta Regional Peacebuilding Strategy. Of course, we have gotten inaugurated as members of this particular technical working group, and we will be working together with the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs and PIN Foundation to design and implement a regional peacebuilding framework, which would end up as a regional peacebuilding strategy document that will guide peacebuilding processes, that will guide conflict prevention, that will guide conflict management in the Niger Delta region. So as members of the TWG, we are going to lend our experience and expertise in peacebuilding processes in the Niger Delta to design and develop this strategy document. So everyone here has relevant experience, relevant knowledge on peacebuilding processes, and we're going to be lending our support, bringing our knowledge, bringing our experience to the table in supporting to design this particular strategy document.
The peacebuilding approach, which is going to make up this hybrid, entails focusing on the drivers of conflict and identifying proactive measures that looks at conflict prevention.
At the end of the day, whatsoever we are going to deliberate here bounce back to the police. So it is of utmost importance, and we the police are going to enjoy it most.
And we want to start dealing with the very essence of why we are here. And these are the take-homes, the things that the various teams are going to set up will be dealing with afterwards. And we want to deal with them very, very seriously. For that reason, we are meant to split into groups. We want to have different groups to attend to this.
We identified various stakeholders. We have community leaders, and this includes youth leaders, opinion leaders, women leaders. The rationale for community leaders is because they are with the grassroots, and so they can easily respond to crises on the ground. And they're also the catalysts for creating and solving problems. And then the expected outputs from them is they have good knowledge of the community, and they are good influencers and pressure groups. Then we also have political leaders. This includes the governors, the House of Assembly members, National Assembly members, local government chairmen, ward councillors. The rationale is because they are the interface between the community and the government. Then for research and drafting, we identified some sources of primary data. This includes incidents reports, early warning systems. We can rely on WANEP, IPDU, PIN, the police and the DSS to gather this data.
The first group that we recognized here under stakeholders, they recognized traditional rulers. The next one are women leaders, not just because of gender, but we also recognize them as one of the vulnerable, in fact, the most vulnerable group when conflict is involved. The next group that we identified are security agencies. They are professionals, they are trained. So they are professionals in security matters.
Then for the research part, we said we'll get our data through primary and secondary sources, key informant interviews, in-depth interviews, focus group discussion, police record, and we'll get that from the people we've already mentioned. Relevant secondary data that is already in existence will be consulted as well. Then for the monitoring, we'll set up a committee from each state that will put their findings together. Then there'll be a setup of a technical working group that will harmonize the report that will come from the states. Then the last part we suggested is there'll be some sort of weekly feedback from the states committees members and then the technical working committee that will harmonize the report.
We believe that the Boys Brigade and the Girl Scouts should be involved because we have to catch them young. Because peace building also has to do with the children. They have to start from scratch to be peace aware. Then the CSOs, the NGOs, and we also believe that Partners for Peace in the Niger Delta should also be a stakeholder in the town hall meetings. Persons living with disabilities, sometimes we tend to forget them, but they should also be involved. Very important. The market unions and the hospitality industries. We also believe that educational institutions should be involved. The universities, the secondary schools, and the primary schools. We'll also use the social media, of course, to monitor. We also have Zoom meetings among ourselves and WhatsApp meetings among ourselves. This will also help us to monitor what we are doing, how far we have gone, and so on and so forth.
The beauty of this is that we are getting different perspectives from different groups. We are going to go back to the desk to harmonize all this and make sure that we do not miss out any important information. Of course, when we're done with this, we'll still communicate it back to every member of the TWG before we finalize on the best approach we are going to take. So thank you very much. Every point that has been made is very, very important and essential for the progress of this particular process.